Hey guys, Jack here, and today playing some Battlefront on PlayStation 4 on the two new Jakku maps, and also getting you up to speed with the big patch notes that were released a couple of days ago. Finally, we've got some actual patch notes and don't have to guess anymore, so I thought that I'd cut the fluff out of there and just let you know the really important bits. Jakku is now out, of course, for everyone that owns the game. You can go and download it for free. New game mode, Turning Point, which is actually pretty fun. Just a shame it's not on any of the other maps. That would certainly be nice to see in a future update. So, patch notes. What are the changes, and are they taking the game in a positive direction? Well, we knew straight away that some changes had been made to the grenades, and now that's confirmed. Barrage has had its fuse time increased by pretty much double, so that means that the grenades take twice as long to explode, giving players a chance to get away. Its damage radius has also been decreased as well. On top of this, the impact grenades have also had their radius decrease slightly, and that actually makes a big difference. Now, you really do need to get those grenades close to someone to do meaningful damage, which is a great change. Not only that, but the impact damage has been tweaked from 100 down to 90, which may help improve the constant one-bang grenade kills. Hopefully. In other explosive news, the homing shot has had its range decreased a small amount, but at least it's something. I absolutely hate being killed by that thing, it's so cheesy. And the explosive shot star card has had its damage decreased by 50%. A big decrease, but it was pretty crazy and it was definitely overpowered. It's still pretty good though, even after the nerf. Lots of people really wanted to see the chat screen at the end of the round. Well, your wish has been granted because now you can. Thank God for that. Not only can you see it in the end of round screen, but the ability in-game to toggle the visibility, just like in Battlefield 4, blocking out the salty tears of your rebel foes. And if you can turn the chat off, it just looks a lot more cinematic. In terms of specific game mode changes, most of them are general bug fixes rather than balance tweaks, apart from in Walker Assault, arguably the most popular game mode. Outpost Beta, that's the Hoth map, has seen most of the changes, with the AT-AT player control and the TIE interceptors being disabled for the final set of uplinks. TIE interceptors have also been removed for the Imperials on the final uplinks on the Soros Sub Centraplex on Sullust. As well as those changes, Rebel vehicle pickups are now closer to their spawn points on all maps. And also, if you haven't noticed already, on Walker Assault, you'll now get to attack and defend, so you'll play both sides, once as the Imperials and once as the Rebels. It's not just going to load a new map as soon as one round is finished, so you'll get to see and try the game from both perspectives. There were also tons of bug fixes across the game, as well as the addition of a pre-round to all game modes. I'm sure you've noticed that you're now spawning into the map before the game starts and you can't move for a little while. Those spawn points can be pretty crowded at times though. Sometimes you actually end up like stacking on top of each other's head and everyone is just doing emotes left, right and centre, so it gets a bit noisy. Talking of spawns though, some of them have been tweaked on the various maps and modes and new ones added. The spawn points on Turning Point still need a little bit of work though, in my opinion. Oh, and Luke now holds his weapon properly when sprinting, and Han Solo's lucky shot does proper damage against vehicles. Boo. Overall, a decent first patch, with the grenade changes seeming to help the grenade spam in the game. It was kind of ridiculous, to be honest, how it was at launch. I don't know why it was that explosive or spammy, but now they fixed it, so that's good. Ideally though, I still wish that DICE would just make it so you can only equip one lethal grenade card at a time, because in my opinion, I think that's the best long-term solution. I wanted to finish off with a little suggestion too, something else to throw in here. Lots of people mentioned this in their reviews of the game. It'd be really nice for new players, because there will be a load of new players for Battlefront after the movie releases, and of course, we've got Christmas and the New Year coming up. It's going to be quite hard for new players who can't use items such as the jump pack, or thermal detonator, or ion launcher, for example. An easy way to solve this would be to maybe create a couple of preset star card loadouts that people can choose from, which contain later game items and traits, so they aren't at such a big disadvantage when starting the game fresh. They wouldn't be able to customize these loadouts, but they would be able to use them and have maybe a limited number of charges. A bit controversial maybe, but I think it would help the noobs out a little bit. Maybe we shouldn't help the noobs out at all. Who knows? And that's all for today, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the new maps and game mode down in the comments below. Like I said, hopefully we can get Turning Point added to more maps in the future, because I really think it's on those big 40-player maps when Battlefront feels the most Star Wars-y and you have the most fun in the game for longer. It would definitely help. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and I'll see you in the next one.